that bag, get through.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your average guy, and this is Average Guy Vlogs, and I am back with another video. So a lot of you guys have said you liked the car videos I do, so I'm back with a little treat, a very fast treat, a ferocious treat. It growls, it definitely has a purr to it, and that will be a 2017 Dodge Hellcat Charger. And I will have this car for about 5 to 6 hours today, and I'm gonna try to give you an in-depth tour. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm here. I officially have the Hellcat, and I am driving it. Now, this is not my first time driving a Hellcat or an SRT vehicle in any sense. I've driven the 300, I've driven the Challenger, I've driven the Jeep SRT. As you know, my best friend has one, and this is actually his Hellcat. So that's why I have it, that's why I'm getting a chance. He's out of town, and I'm going to behave in his car, because anytime I drive anybody's car, and this should be across the board for anybody, you treat their car the way you would treat your mama's car. And I treat my mama's car with the highest respect. I do not play. So, first thing I notice when I drive this car is it's bigger. Like, I feel like I'm in the Jeep. Like, I feel like when I drove the Jeep SRT, it was definitely a bigger car. It was, you know, you feel it. Like, I feel like I'm taking up most of the lane on this road, which is not a bad thing. Like, I like bigger cars. It's all up to you, though. I like bigger cars. But if you don't like bigger cars, you don't need to drive an SRT. I'm telling you that right now. Now, what I also notice, and this is very, 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 very noticeable, is that even though this is a 2017 car, by it having a sports tune suspension, oh man, I'm feeling every bump on this goddamn road. And it's something I'm gonna have to get used to, because I drive a 2013 Kia Optima. I don't feel many bumps in the road until I hit them on purpose. So for me to be driving something that is newer and, you know, has, you know, costs way more than mine did brand new, and this one brand new, listen to it. And I'm not even doing anything. It's just a beautiful sound. But like I was saying, it is a difference that you have to get used to, because while I'm driving it, it's like the road ahead of me does not seem bumpy. It does not seem unpaved. It doesn't seem like it needs some work on it. This is a road I have driven many of times. So now that I'm driving it in this Hellcat, the bumps, the imperfections, like, I feel it. And that's because of the sports tune suspension. It's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to feel it. You're supposed to feel the road. Now, I am a big fan of the Hellcat. I'm a big fan of Mopar SRT division with the Hellcat, the Demon, the Elephant. I love it. If I were to hit the lottery right now, I would have one of each. Why? Because they all bring a specific and unique aspect to the SRT community. Like the Jeep alone, like, you don't expect to get in a Jeep. Granted, I will have the Trackhawk. But you don't expect to get in a Trackhawk and put your foot down and get power like you would get in a sports sedan. Like, you just take off. It's not ridiculous, but it is. Now, there are a few little things, as Doug DeMuro would say, quirks and features. Now, at night, the steering wheel lights up. So I'm not saying they got a bright light, but the SRT glows. I don't know if this is aftermarket or if it came with it, because I have not seen it in another SRT. But then again, I'm always driving during the day. So if it is a lovely feature. Now, for me, I love the Hellcat symbol. It has a unique stamp to it. Like, it just looks cool. It makes you want to find it. Like, when I see a Hellcat on the road in my Kia Optima, oh, I speed up to get next to it, and I just look at it. Keep my eyes on the road to keep looking. Now that you're in it, I can feel people looking at me. It has a presence to it that is unbeknownst. Because, yeah, a Lamborghini's going to get the looks. Ferrari's going to get the looks. Tesla's going to get the looks. Those are world-renowned cars. But a Dodge Hellcat is one of the few last American muscles that we can say we have. So, for the people that are car people, real car people, not just seeing it because it was on something, they know this is a Hellcat. This is not to be trifled with. And then when you start getting into like the super stock or the demons and stuff, it's just like everybody, oh, you got a Hellcat. No, I have a demon. But this right here is a Hellcat. And you will get to see who's the real car people once it is announced. It's like, hey, is that an SRT? No, it's a Hellcat. Oh, is it a red eye? You know, you get questions. Like, if you like attention, this is what's going to get your attention. Because, listen to it. Didn't go nowhere. That was just me giving a little gas to hear the noise. You pull up on something like that, come on now. You can't be mad. Like, I love this. I remember when the Hellcat was first announced. We didn't really have too many renderings yet. Dodge just said it, you know. They're bringing a new engine to the Challenger. They said it's going to be a Dodge Hellcat. They gave the numbers, and they did not oversell it. They said enough information to make you feel like I gotta have it. And me hearing those numbers, I was like, no. What? This is going to be expensive. It's going to be outrageous. How are people going to afford this? This is a Dodge. Like, what else comes with it? Then they bring it out. I go see the dealership. Luckily, you know, if you go to a certain dealership, some dealerships, they'll be proud to show off their pristine, top of the line car. They got it on the showroom floor. If you want to start it up, somebody started up. They're revving for you. Oh, we had somebody that day that just did it. They absolutely was with the energy that we had and did it. When I say I didn't care what it looked like on the inside, I didn't care. The one that I saw had the base color, like everything was black, like this one. Everything is black. But it was beautiful. Now, once I seen the red interior, you couldn't tell me anything. You couldn't tell me nothing. Love it. Red leather with the Alcantara inserts, like, oh, piece de raisons. Like, I feel like the rat and Ratatouille when I talk about the Hellcat. Like, I'm just like, you know, cheese, the Stevie J lips gone. Like, come on now. Let's talk about the interior look. As far as I know, this car right here is basically all stock. So I don't see anything that looks a little aftermarket, but it definitely is all stock. Now, the bolstering on the seats. Everybody that I see talks about the bolstering on the seats, how it hugs you, even for a small guy. I am no sense a small guy, as you can see. But for bigger guys, when you have too much bolstering, it's like it doesn't allow you to relax onto the seat. No, this is a Dodge. It's a big car. They had enough sense to put a big wide seat in it and have fun. Now, when it's a lot of hard plastic in here, I will say that. The steering wheel's wrapped in perforated leather, a plastic flat bottom. They could have done a little bit better. Hard plastic, cheap fabric on the head. Like, they did do nice leather on the armrest. The armrest is nice enough. But once again, I have to go back and say, you didn't buy this car for the interior. You could have went out and bought a Lexus or a Mercedes S-Class and been happy with the luxuries you got. But when you're trying to get all the horsepower you can get, you got this for the horsepower. You got it for the ground. Like that's what you want. Did you hear the whistle? Like, you didn't get this for the interior. I'm just pointing out something. I want the horsepower. I want the growl of the exhaust stock at that. Stock. This is stock exhaust. It sounds like that. Like, I want the whistle of the supercharger. Like, come on. Like, this is... Like, come on, did you hear it? Like, that's why you pay this money, whether you buy it brand new or used. Like, you went out because you knew you saw a Hellcat. You wanted a Hellcat. You didn't go get a Scat Pack or RT. You got a Hellcat. Why? Because you wanted the growl. You wanted the power. You wanted to be able to dust anything, almost anything on the road, because them Teslas are still pretty impressive. But... you don't get this. You don't get that. Do you hear that? That's why you buy a Hellcat. Just saying. Chose to go on a back road that has a few twists and turns and, you know, not many bumps. Just, you know, the road is smooth to me when I drive my car, but I want to see how it handles the curbs. I want to see, like, you're going to see a lot of twists and turns. Oh, okay. As we enter the first turn, I don't have any doubts that it will handle it. That was a small curb. I'm gonna try not to hit too many brakes coming out here, because I normally don't do it myself. And I feel like if I have this car with this kind of suspension, I should be able to kind of do this with no issues. Like, I don't know if you noticed, I can see the camera shaking as we go through this road. I don't normally have issues with this, so and we're gonna come into another right turn. See how we hold it. Oh, it holds it. Well, it hugs the road. I will say that. That's one of the turns where I normally slow down with my car, because I'm just like, you know, I don't have that suspension to say that it's going to hold it. I don't have, you know, the wide tires that say it's going to hold it. So I'm trying to hit the brakes as less as possible. And I am not hitting the brakes. But oh my goodness, hitting the brakes right now was a beautiful thing. Like, I had no doubt I could have been on top of that car and hit the brakes and still would not have hit it. that was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I like the fact that I hit them brakes and I dipped in. Like, this is one of them things that you don't teach a student driver on. You do not do that, because they brake sensitive crap. You're gonna be hitting the brakes all goddamn day. Like, oh man, that was nice. I'll give you that. Now that was just the end of that little road I take every now and then. It's a little relaxing. And then it puts me right back onto the main road. I quickly get up to speed. Like, the speed limit is 40 and I shot just a little bit past. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what is going on, but it is what it is. Like, this is a car meant to be driven. Like, on the road at that. The Demon, that's a track car. Like, yeah, you can drive on the road, it's street legal, but it's still a track car. This right here. Alright guys, so I am back in my car. And I will say this, it is a big adjustment getting in my car and driving. I got so used and excited to be able to put my foot down and basically pass anybody. Like, it is a joy to drive. Now, do I think I could drive it every day? Fuck yeah, I definitely would. That would be a daily driver if anything. But I will say this, the gas mileage was terrible. Like, granted, you know, I did kind of go all over the place so I could drive the car, and I normally don't drive that much in one day. You know, I normally go where I'm going, come back, especially due to Corona, so it is what it is. Just to top up the gas, and I am where I need to be. And if you're not paying attention, you will be where you don't want to be. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to shoot out to a Dodge dealership, hit them up and try to make some friends over there so I can see if I can try out a red eye, maybe a Dodge Durango Hellcat, some of the other beautiful cars. But if you like this content, please, 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 please like it. Share it with your friends, because the bigger the channel grows, the bigger vehicles I can get. I don't mean by size, I mean by price tag. So that being said, it's your boy, The Average Guy, and this is Average Guy Vlogs. Please like, subscribe, comment. I love engaging with you guys in the comment section. So let's do it. I'm out.